Special delivery. Special delivery. Special delivery. Alright, we're gonna start now. And hello. Welcome to Special Delivery with Rooster the Computer, the man of the future, Rooster the Computer for short, and Rooster for shorter. And this is my guest, Cinco.
Hello.
Actually, that's what I call you. I don't even know if that's what you go by.
Yeah, no.
Okay, okay, cool. Just making sure. That's what you went by when I met you, at least.
Yeah, it hasn't changed much since high school at all.
Word. Yeah, neither have I, clearly. No, that's not even true. My style's changed like several times since high school.
Yeah, I remember you being like one of the hip hop kids for sure. Yeah.
Like all thugged out and shit.
I mean, you still had the mohawk though, still.
Well, I had long hair.
Okay.
Yeah, I remember I had like really long hair. Like my mohawk didn't happen until I was like 22, actually.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Okay.
That's when I decided on like rocking the mohawk all the time. It was like 21, 22. And then I started losing my hair, so now I'm here. Yeah. So he's a very awesome musician, a screamer to be specific. Like that is his main thing. Mm-hmm. And I actually have yet to listen to most of your shit, if I'm honest. Like I've here and there, I've definitely slipped through a few, but I definitely will obviously listen to more, especially if we jam today, which you're gonna do. I think I have a good idea for your skill set. Yeah. I know you don't really. Do you fuck with hip hop ever?
Oh yeah, no. Like hip hop is like one of my biggest influences.
Yeah,
like,
good.
I would say like Kendrick Lamar, Mad City, Wu-Tang Clan, 36 Chambers, Mobb Deep, the infamous.
Yeah.
Gangstar. I can just keep
going.
on
Yeah.
and stuff
But
like
it's
that.
mostly like '90s era.
Mostly 90s. Like I got back into it in that like 2010, like 2012 when Top Dog had like a lot of like, you know, like Schoolboy Q, A$AP Rocky, A$AP Ferg, the A$AP Mob, Kendrick obviously it was like a big thing, and they had like the Black Hippie and stuff like J-Rock, and was it J-Rock and Black Hippie?
Yeah, I think J-Rock was in Black Hippie.
J-Rock.
Ab Solo's my favorite.
Yeah,
Ab Solo's my absolute favorite out of that whole movement,
Ab
man.
Solo's cool. But then and then on the other side of hip hop, like I really like I wouldn't say I really like grime, but I do like grime. My cousin from Scotland got me into like Skepta, Wiley, like
like the whole like UK grime situation. I like that shit. I don't know the names, but I definitely listen to it and fuck with it.
Yeah, Stormzy and stuff. Yeah.
You know what I did? I fucked up and forgot that I need a lighter because I gave it to my girlfriend outside, and then she kept it. So I'm gonna do this quick. Special delivery. Special delivery. But yeah, hip hop. Yeah, you were listening off with your influences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big L's another really big one as well.
Yeah. Then what made you think you weren't gonna like fuck with me then, like today?
What do
You're
you
just
mean?
like, I don't know if I want to jam.
Oh, because I can't because I don't want to embarrass myself because it's like as soon as I would hear the beat it'd be like, yeah, I want to do that. Like I want to join in on that. I want to be a cool kid.
Yeah, but you can do what you do to that music,
I don't know.
especially if I find the right vibe.
No.
Yeah, I can make that shit sound super fucking hardcore if I need to. I'm a jack of all trades when I'm musically.
No, 100%.
Yeah.
Shit, do you still need me to message him?
Yeah.
Are we still going?
Yeah.
We're still going?
Yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry. I cut out whatever doesn't really make sense.
Okay, all right.
I'm really good at it, so you can barely notice it. No, I'm kidding. Most of the time, I don't cut most shit out, but I don't really say anything that's too problematic, so I don't need to.
No, yeah.
Exactly, man. So I've met this guy in high school. It's been a minute, man. We're old as fuck.
Yeah, we are.
like I feel so old when I think about how long ago high school was.
Was it like what?
I'm 34, so I'm a couple years older than you.
Yeah, you're only like 3. So
Yeah.
I'm 30.
Yeah, I'm a couple years older than you. But like, yeah, so for me right now, it's been fucking 20 years since when I started high school. That's fucking a crazy thought, isn't it? Like,
Yeah.
That's a big chunk of time.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I think I became the person I was supposed to become. Maybe if I didn't, maybe I haven't like gotten to the goals that I wanted, but I'm in a good place.
Yeah.
Right, and that's all I can really do, especially with kids.
Yeah.
You got kids?
No, I don't have any.
Yeah, good for you.
I'm coming later.
Thanks, bro.
There you go. Thank you.
Yeah, man. Like, do you think you are where you should be at this point? What did you want to be at this age? At that age, did you even think about that?
No, I kind of just struggled through mental health and just kind of took it one day at a time. I'm definitely, and honestly, I feel like that kind of like worked out for the best because like now where I am, I'm pretty happy.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like it's, like I'm doing a lot of things that like, I didn't think that I would do kind of thing. Like, you know what I mean? It's probably like the same way that like you were saying, like, you know what I mean? How you're like,
I did have high goals and high hopes for myself when I was younger.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, like I wanted to be I wanted to be a famous entertainer of some sort ever since I was a kid.
Yeah.
Either like in drama or music, or comedy.
I got you.
Yeah. Like it was any of those. I always just was striving to be good at those things.
Well, I mean, you're on your way. Like, you're still working.
Yeah, and
towards
I've never,
it today.
I can't even count the amount of times I've been on a stage in my life. Like,
Yeah,
it's been that many times. I have no idea, and that is what I was put here to do. I know my purpose. I actually saw an Ali quote today, where he was talking about having purpose. It's like 100 men with purpose that know their purpose are stronger than 1,000 people who are working day by day not knowing what they're here to do.
Well, no, 100% because they're using their fucking brains.
You're using your skill set. People need to find out what their skill set is and run with it, man.
Yeah.
Everybody has that.
No, 100%. And that's the thing. Like, I was gonna say that like, it's so much less of like the way that the media portrays like anybody who's like famous or like whatever. Like, it's okay. I always think about this as it's like a TV show. You know, they all like at a TV show they always focus on the interesting points of the TV show. They don't really like, unless it's like, like more specific TV show, like they'll show like the back hustle and like the back grind to get where they got to be there and like the kind of like hidden tips or tricks or whatever and stuff. And like, yeah, I just lost my train of thought, but like,
sorry.
Yes. Yeah, no, it's not because of
It's
you.
not the
Man.
reason?
No, not at all.
Okay, good.
I was just long-winded,
No, yeah, man.
Whatever.
It's okay.
Yeah.
We don't have to always follow a thought.
Yes, I agree with you.
But the mental health issues that you dealt with, if you mind talking about that?
Yeah, for sure. So I was definitely like depressed. and anxious. And I actually didn't figure it out until like 3 or 4 years, because like you remember what it's like in like 2005 and like 2006 growing up. It's like it's kind of like, yo, shut the fuck up, bitch, like smoke this joint, like fucking drink this fucking beer,
we were right
do this
before
line.
the like the oversensitive generation.
I honestly though,
Right before.
yeah,
Yeah.
and but so we were kind of a mix because we were that oversensitive person.
Yes.
But then we kind of had to conform to like the older generation's way of thinking and like whatever. Anyway,
You're right.
But yeah, so like we got caught in the crossfire, so like whatever. But yes, so I ignored it a long time, just drank, did drugs, like whatever, and then
Yeah.
it, you start to like not do that shit anymore, and then you're just kind of left to deal with your like feelings and thoughts, and like you can't really process them properly. But yes, so I finally cracked, well not cracked, but somebody gave me advice. I went into the hospital, told them that I was having suicidal ideation, like that whole kind of thing. Like it's like I don't really want to kill myself, but like the thoughts are there, and like you know what I mean, like
To a degree.
Yes.
I honestly my mental health is different.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
my mental health issues, I've only really thought about suicide one time in my whole life. Like once. And that was the only time I like seriously considered it. I've never been in that place more than that one time. And even that was kind of eye-opening for me when it came down to it. It helped me get better. But I'm like, I don't know, I started going to counseling super early.
Yeah.
Also, like when did you start seeing somebody?
My parents got divorced. They kind of forced me to go see a counselor. Like when I was like 14.
Okay, better question. When did you start going with the intent of getting better?
Maybe like just like 3 or 4 years ago. Honestly, yeah.
Because before, if you get forced into it and you don't doing it by your own fruition, it's not going to help.
No, because you don't really understand. Like you're just looking at it as like I'm being forced to do this right now.
Yeah.
It's not like you're not doing it because like, oh, I have a problem, or this is going to prevent a problem that I'm going to have in the future. Like that's not explained to you. Like you're a kid, and like obviously, like I guess like. I mean, I think that you would probably speak on it better because you're the one with children. It's just like you don't want to freak them out and be like, yo, if you don't do this, then like this is how you're going to end up.
No, it's bad. We all fuck up as parents, man. I wasn't perfect.
No,
right?
Yeah.
Like we all make our like every parent, my parents included, everybody makes a choice or a decision that has the potential to scar your child forever.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, sometimes those can cause some really bad problems for us.
Yeah.
Like some worse than others, and some more manageable, and some more hidden. It all depends on what kind of personality you have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of went on a ramble with that one.
No, man. Like, what do you... ramble on.
It's really important for people to understand and try to deal with our brains the way we should.
No, 100%, yeah. And
Can you keep your foot off of that?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah. But yes, so to come back to that, counseling wasn't, I got sent to a counselor, and once I went to the hospital, and then they gave me some free sessions to try and get me placed in like some type of like psychotherapy or therapy.
Yeah.
And then COVID hit. Yeah, so when COVID hit, then it kind of like I couldn't go see it or whatever. Like I mean, it was fine. I was just working every day, whatever.
Was the Zoom? Did you try the Zoom thing?
So so after I got the letter in the mail because like the rest of my sessions were canceled or whatever, I did end up going on Zoom, and I won't name the person's name, but thank you very much for helping me. So I talked to her, and it was through psychotherapy, and I was just paying my own money because it became like the problems became more to a point where like it was like, okay, I need to like try and solve this and try and fix it. Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it really helped. I went there for probably like 2, 3, 4 months or whatever, and we're just doing the Zoom calls. First it started off as phone calls, and then as we got more comfortable with one another, then I was like, yeah, like, like let's Zoom kind of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I've always wondered, because like I've had lots of counseling in my life. Like I was forced to go by the by like because I got arrested. And
Oh, okay.
For something,
Yeah.
I did something bad, and I needed to go to anger management.
Yeah.
So at first it was more of like a way to stay out of jail.
Yeah.
Right, and then unfortunately, my counselor was a very attractive woman.
Yeah, okay. Well, I don't think that's that.
Right.
It doesn't.
Like, so it made me like actually engage with this person.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, it helped me engage with her.
Yeah.
Right, and then it turns out she was really good at her job too. Right.
An added bonus. Yeah. There you go. Yeah. Fucking.
And like I
Who would've
realized after I started talking, like I have some problems. I thought my shit was like minimal comparison to some people.
Yeah.
You know, I guess most people believe. But apparently, man, the shit I went through is pretty traumatic.
No, 100%. Yeah.
Like, and as much as I hate the fact that I'm traumatized in ways, it's pretty interesting how much trauma can help you make some really awesome things.
No, yeah, I'll definitely agree with that part of it. For
Yeah,
sure, yeah.
like the most traumatized, most hurt people in the world create some of the most beautiful things.
Yeah.
In any kind of aspect, art, music, anything.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, even to add to that, to the love of hip hop, like I mean, you don't think those motherfuckers, dude? All they sing about is trauma.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing, and like that's why I love hip hop so much. But it can also listen to like a fucking suburban white kid fucking scream and cry. It's still just trauma and like the release of all of those feelings.
Yeah,
and shit like
it is.
that.
It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful exchange.
100%. Yeah.
With the people that fuck with you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. Fucking. It's a good drink.
It's a good drink. I like the mug as well.
Yeah, man. Happy Halloween, motherfuckers.
Happy Halloween.
Cheers, man.
Oh shit.
Cheers to Halloween.
Cheers. By the slaw.
Yeah, this will be out on Halloween. Sorry, maybe next year we'll put on costumes and shit. But I didn't have time to plan. But yo, Halloween though, like, remember how Halloween was when we were kids? Like how awesome, big of a deal it was, and how much I don't know. I loved that shit, going out and getting trick or treating, thinking of a cool costume and stuff. Like I still fuck with the costume thing when I can, but it just takes so much effort and thought.
There's definitely a lot of effort. I used to cosplay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's a lot more effort than the costume, bro.
Well, no, but I mean, it's still,
Yeah.
like, yeah, I'm totally agree with you. Like, because the thing is, like, when you get going on a costume, you're always just like, okay, it needs to be like exactly perfect, or like, I want it to look this specific,
or it has to
way and
look
stuff.
exactly like the thing that I'm trying to imitate.
Yes.
Yeah, with cosplay, it's very important when you do that.
Yeah.
Like I always wanted to do a version of Wolverine cosplay because I'm like built like him.
Yeah,
Like,
you do.
I'm not as ripped, but I'm like short and stocky, right? I'm and hairy as fuck.
Yeah,
like,
you'd make an excellent Wolverine.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But especially when I had the hair.
Oh
like
yeah,
ginger Wolverine. I always wanted to do fucking Sabretooth. Because he's a ginger.
It's cool. Yeah.
I was able to use my own hair color to be him, but he's bigger.
Dude, Sabretooth is fucking massive. Like,
he's huge.
He's a big fucking dude. That was the thing. Like, do you remember like the '90s X-Men, like the show?
Yeah,
Dude,
one of my favorites.
Oh, it's so excellent.
Hard to sit through now, if I'm honest.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It is a little hard. Same with the Spider-Man. I loved the Spider-Man show back in the day too.
Yes.
But I've tried to watch it again. I was able to rewatch it, but like it didn't hit the same.
Well, yeah, like because it's a new perspective and shit. Like, yeah.
And animation has come a long way.
Oh fuck, yes it has.
You know, like that's another thing. Is I fuck with anime and shit too. Animation's come a long way.
Dude, the new anime that they're putting out and shit like that, dude, it's fucking crazy.
Me and my son are watching Chainsaw Man together.
Oh yes.
Yeah, my son's 14, just FYI. I could watch that shit at 14. I started reading Spawn when I was like 10, 11 years old.
We were all too young for Spawn.
For everything.
Well, okay, for everything, but Spawn specifically.
Yes.
Like Teletoon at night or like HBO.
Oh, and I read the comics. I have a whole wall of the comics right there. Yeah, the comics right there. Yeah, and Spawn's my shit. He's my favorite.
Awesome.
Favorite comic book, hands down. Spider-Man's a close second.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And and that's my Marvel specific, my favorite.
Yeah.
My favorite character in books in DC are Batman and Flash. Like, I love a lot of the Flash shit.
Flash is cool. Batman's the shit.
Yeah, Batman's always Batman. Superman sucks.
My
Superman sucks. Even though I love the guy who plays Superman right now.
guitarist.
The guy who plays Superman in the movie? What?
My guitarist because he loves Superman.
Really?
Yeah, like Superman is his. Hey Jesse. Yeah.
No offense, but fuck Superman.
No, okay.
Or offense, I don't care.
But
like,
I don't like Superman either. But like the storylines that he's told me about,
some of them are
they're really fucking cool.
Yes.
They're very cool.
Like especially the New 52 and all that shit.
Yeah,
they made him pretty badass.
Oh yeah.
But I just don't like the superiority of his powers. It's just too much.
He's untouchable.
Yeah,
and that's it.
And that's not fair.
No, it's not fair. It is not fair at all. Yeah, I agree.
But I do like the idea. The one part about the Superman story that I kind of dig is that his biggest and worst foe is a human.
That is very true.
That is actually
very, very
that
true.
is the one part that I find kind of interesting.
Lex Luthor is a pretty awesome bad guy.
Yes.
And okay, sorry to inject, not from diverting from.
You can talk about
Superman.
comics also.
Okay.
I love comics. Me and Grizzly went on about comics for like 20 minutes.
But I was just gonna say that, like, just to Green Goblin. How do you feel about Green Goblin?
As a villain?
Yes.
Depending on which one.
Norman, like OG,
like OG with the purple suit and shit.
Yes.
The concept is genius.
I love Green Goblin.
I don't like the look. Hobgoblin looked better.
Yeah, okay. Hobgoblin was cool.
Looked better. Like the story of Green Goblin, completely dope. Like the fact that he's fucking. He's a guy. He's a fucking crazy scientist who accidentally made himself insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like and he just like rolls around on a glider through like and dude, I've said this before. Like when I see Green Goblin, and to go back to your question about where do I think that I wanted to be and what my goal would be, I would want to be Green Goblin. Dude, he's like a mad scientist and just rolls around on a glider.
Yeah, but he's also insane.
Yeah, I know, it's sweet. Because it's excellent. He's just in like this green spandex suit, like he dressed up like a goblin. Are you kidding me?
That's the part I didn't understand. Why did they make the that's obviously a suit. Why did he try to make himself look like an actual goblin?
Because he's a fucking maniac. He's a maniac. Like he's a maniac. He just wears a green suit and rolls around, and he's just
and a mask that moves when he talks.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, like it's a crazy fucking concept, that whole suit thing. Yeah, but one villain in Spider-Man that I think is pretty underrated, that I think they kind of fucked up on, was the Vulture.
Oh, dude,
in the movies
awesome.
They fucked up on the Vulture in the movies, I think, a little bit.
Dude, and back to the 90s, the cartoon when he makes Spider-Man old, that shit haunted my fucking dreams.
Yeah, it's just terrifying.
Dude, the Sinister Six just beat the shit out of him as an old man.
Yeah. Yo, Man Spider is my favorite part of that whole show.
Man Spider's excellent.
Man Spider, and when Venom gets introduced, is fucking phenomenal. Like, that holds up. When those two guys come into play, that holds up. Like, I had the Man Spider fucking action figure back in the day.
Yeah.
You know that you could get it? Like, he was in the Man Spider. Like, they had it for 1 or 2 episodes, and they managed to sell fucking toys out of it.
We got the fucking Punisher on that episode as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, because Punisher finds Superman, like Spider-Man, and fucking thinks he's a fucking bad guy and tries to kill him, because he's just... Well, because I think he does kill a couple people, doesn't he? Not in the cartoon.
I mean, I'm sure in the comics.
In the comics, but not in the cartoon.
Fucking Spider.
You know what? I've actually never even seen a version of Man Spider in a comic book. There must be one. There must be one, but I don't think I've ever actually seen it.
Through my YouTube science and stuff like that.
Shout out to all those guys that cover comics on fucking YouTube.
Thank you.
You guys are awesome.
You're saving us money.
Like,
saving us a bunch of money.
And, like, it's also cool just to get breakdowns of things when you might not fully understand them.
Yes.
Like, because, like, comic books are complex, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they are.
Complex as fuck. That's why nerds were into them at first, because you have to be smart to read them.
Yeah. I love that. Cool, a guy can shoot webs out of his fucking arms. Ah, that's cool.
It's funny, I can't even read regular fucking books. I can't finish one.
Pictures in them.
Yeah, I need the pictures.
I'm there with you.
Like, I can't read a regular book. I've tried.
Yeah.
Bring it back to those words you meant to say. They are, but not to the rest. To the make this the one. Make this my life. Go through the noise. Go through the noise. Go through the noise. Go through the noise. Go through. Go through the night. Go through the night.
Special delivery.
I feel like this whole episode could be us talking about comics.
We had a good 10 minutes on it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no worries, man.
No, I'm not saying like, dude. I'm good to fucking keep going if you want.
Yeah, like so. But you know what? It's hard to really pick favorites with things, man.
Yeah, I've just
There's
been
so much. There's so many good things.
There's a lot of good things.
It's comic book wise. There's so many good things.
There it is.
Like I can't. It's hard to even pick what's the best.
I just
Are you sure you're not getting a contact high?
no. I mean, I probably will, but like
Okay.
it's not gonna fuck me up.
When did you quit? Like after high school?
Yeah, it was
Right
like
after?
shortly after. Like I'll still like get like fucked up occasionally and like not on anything like just alcohol or whatever, and
Yeah.
it's like, you know, like
Then say fuck it. and
like
some
I'll
weed.
smoke a little
Yeah,
weed,
yeah.
like shout out Trauma Model, Kingston Boys, fucking whenever I'm on Eliza's boat, yeah, fucking I'll partake on a little bit of fucking weed, like, you know, I'll smoke the pot.
I smoke the shit all day, every day. I was supposed to take a break for October, but I said fuck it this year. I usually take a break I do the sober October thing usually, but
Yeah, I heard that on the last like.
yeah, I was gonna do it, but
Yeah.
then I said fuck it.
Yeah. You're dealing with shit, man. You gotta get through. Fuck it.
Is what it is.
Life's hard. Life's a bitch.
I want to start pushing out episodes more often, but it's just hard. I don't have it's the time and everybody else's time, especially when you're trying to have multiple guests, like different guests most of the time. That's why I'm saying I'm gonna have to have a few regulars just to make sure I have like people to fill in the days. You know, like I'm gonna have to start regular show ideas and shit, which I will tell you when it's all ready.
I look forward to that as an avid watcher.
Yeah, I'm gonna have like different segments within this about things. Yeah, about pointed like topics, like we like focus and go on a deep dive about certain things, like adult, like with the people I'm going to do regular things with, like Tigre. I'm probably just gonna bust balls and make fun of shit.
Yeah, well, why
like,
not? Yeah.
If I had like I'm gonna like if I have him more often, then yeah, it's gonna be all fun shit because like that shit killed. People loved that. Like everybody who watched that shit told me it was great.
It was an actually, not actually, but I just said that to buffer my thoughts. It was a very good episode. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, man.
You guys have very excellent fucking chemistry together.
Yeah, it's great, and like it's a good contrast.
Oh, fuck
That's enough. That's enough with that topic. Okay. Don't want to give away too many of my secrets. But you know what? There's nothing better than, man. Even though I love doing what I'm doing right now, it still won't top doing live performance.
I get you.
Like it just won't. Like I love crowds.
No,
I live for that shit. Like,
no, it's excellent.
You know what I mean? Like being a comedic actor as a, not preschool. Sorry, elementary school kid.
Yeah.
Fucking saved my life because that's when I got bullied the most.
Yeah.
Like was in elementary. Me personally.
Really?
Yeah.
I can't imagine you getting bullied.
In elementary school, I got bullied a lot in Germany.
Really?
Because I went to elementary school in Germany.
Yeah.
And I was way different than all those kids. Like, yeah.
Like how though? Like
I did cover this a little bit.
Yeah, I remember
the previous episode.
Yeah.
But it's, I don't know, man. I spoke English fluently my whole life because my grandpa's from America. That's one. So I had a bit of an accent speaking German regardless.
Okay.
Right. So that threw people off. My dad's Middle Eastern. Okay. And like we moved to like certain other parts of the country while I was living there, and some of the parts are not as, I guess, woke or tolerant.
Oh, okay.
So there was just a lot of shit I had to deal with. And I'm weird. I've always been weird. My weirdness shined in high school and people liked it.
Yeah.
Right?
That's usually the case.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like luckily I had a talent that kept me popular.
Yeah.
Right? That's what the beatboxing was my fucking saving grace.
Oh, I remember the crowds in the MD smoke pit. Everybody around fucking playing the little CeeLo. Yeah. The CeeLo champs out there. Yeah.
Playing CeeLo, fucking beatboxing randomly. Walking through the halls. Fucking with the teachers.
How could you not?
I had one class where I literally did this, man. Okay, this teacher didn't know who I was, which was surprising.
Okay.
Because I knew her because I already did this talent show the year before, and so like most of the staff knew who I was just based on that.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And I get in trouble. I was getting in trouble a lot. So but this lady did not know who I was because I told her to call me Rooster, and she just said why. I was like, what do you mean why?
So I'm like, come on.
Everyone calls me that. You might as well just call me that, right? And then I realized she didn't know who I was. So I'm just like, this will be fun. So like everybody was in class. She was doing a lesson. She was writing on the board. It was computer class.
So Miss Zara?
Yes, her. Yeah. And I sat there and I like beatboxed like this. Quiet, but not like loud enough for her to hear, but quiet enough to make it sound like it was muffled by something. And then she looks out, is like, "Who's wearing headphones and playing music?" And then no one was wearing headphones. No one had anything out, and I'm just sitting there, just like, and because the music stopped, and she turned around, started doing it again, and I went. And she turns around, like, "This is not funny." She never figured out it was me. And I just stopped because I just stopped after the second time, and she just gave up on it.
I can see it. She used to get Miss Zara was okay.
Everybody was giggling because everyone in the class knew, and no one was ranting either, which was great.
And what Miss Zara was like too, like
she was a bit of
She was a nice person.
She was a good teacher.
Yes,
but a little bit. She had her moments, man.
She definitely. I agree.
She was a little bit bitchy, man. Let's just be real. Like. We can cut out her name. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah. I'm sure she would appreciate it, honestly. It'd be like.
Well, I have a story about a dude that I don't fucking like. A fucking one teacher that I fucking hated.
Who?
Ned Flanders. Let's just say it. Let's just call him that.
Ah, yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I never have.
I threw a desk through his fucking class.
Really?
Yeah, because he told me if I passed the culminating activity and I passed the exam that I was going to pass the class, and I did both, and then I didn't pass the class, and he made it seem like it was some sort of fucking lesson And then I got mad and
Dude,
threw a
what-
fucking desk through his
But
room.
what's the,
Yeah.
but what's the lesson there? Like
Yeah.
you did the work
You
and
don't
like-
listen to
you listened to them.
Yeah.
You did what they told you.
yeah.
And they still fucked with you. Yeah, that's fucked up, man.
Yeah, man. To see that there's shitty. He was one of those teachers that I honestly believe had like a little man complex in high school. Like, you know what I mean? He got picked on a lot, and he took it out on all the popular kids.
Maybe, I don't know. My parents knew him and his wife because like
Oh, yeah?
old Milton and shit.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Oh,
I
yeah.
don't know.
You grew up like, so your family, like, how many
Yeah.
generations?
So my grandparents moved there in like 50s?
On both sides?
So my grandparents from Italy.
Yeah.
They moved to Milton in the 50s or 60s.
Yeah.
I think 50s, like late, like mid 50s or whatever. Yeah. And then my grandparents from Scotland came in the 70s, I want to say, because my mom was born in 67 and she was born in Scotland.
Okay.
So and she came over when she was 4. So it would have been like early 70s. They lived in Toronto and then moved to Milton.
Yeah.
But either way, like my family has been there for
like for
quite
at
some
least
time.
50, 60 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, see, no, all my family's been all over the map.
Well, yeah.
Like for the past 100 years, yeah.
Which is pretty fucking cool.
It's also exhausting.
No,
yeah.
for sure.
Like,
Yeah.
Because you have to, when you explain your background to people, it's fucking exhausting. like, honestly, man.
You know?
Like,
It would have been cool to live in Germany, though. I would think.
I don't know. I was a kid. I didn't experience Germany for what it is.
I get you.
Because as a kid, you're limited to what you can do.
Yeah, that's
You know what I mean? To what you're very limited to what you can do in Germany, like as a child or anywhere as a child.
When did you come?
I was 13 in 2001, right after 9/11.
So basically,
like right after. I've traveled with a Middle Eastern father. Right after 9/11, my parents were fucking insane. like fuck, man. Like, man, we tried to go over the border when I was like 14, 15.
Mm-hmm.
We got stopped there for 5 hours because my dad's from Lebanon. That was the only reason.
that's just like not cool.
I know.
Like, it's just
And
not
coming
cool.
back was nothing.
Of course not.
Like, Canadians were like, hey, man.
Yeah.
Like, go ahead,
Yeah.
buddy. Because we were a mixed race family, too, and none of us look Lebanese. Like, I don't look Middle Eastern at all. Like, unless you
No.
can, you can see features once you know.
I see it.
The
Like,
nose.
jawline
The nose.
as well. Yeah.
The nose. It's mostly the nose.
Okay.
Like, it's the nose. And the fact that I'm a ginger that tans.
You tan?
Yeah. I don't even wear sunscreen, man.
So you just. Oh
You're
yeah, I
just
can
tan.
see you are tan. You're fucking darker than I am.
Yeah.
My olive skin has been beaten.
Like, yeah. My dad looks super Arab. Like, he could, yeah. Like you would, like, when you see his face and my face, you can see the similarities, but like on first impression, you're just like, how the fuck? Like, you know?
Yeah.
But my mom's like, she's like, my grandpa on my mom's side, my grandpa's from America, like Iowa, like 3rd or 4th generation French and Irish,
Okay.
right? And
Well, that's where the red's coming from.
yes, that's where it came from.
Yeah.
It skipped 2 generations to get to me.
Okay.
Like the ginger gene, which is super weird, especially when it's with a Middle Eastern man. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And my grandma's straight up German, like German, like through and through. And then my grandparents met in World War II, like right after World War II, right
Okay.
after. Like my grandpa was stationed there in his 20s. My grandma was there, and like she was a bartender, and they met there. And that's what happened.
So as your grandparents were meeting, my grandparents were fleeing the country.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not that that's like funny or anything like that.
Well, no,
I didn't
it was
mean that.
after. It was like my grandparents are not that old. They're like in their 80s now. So it would have been maybe 10 or 15 years after the war.
Oh shit! Okay, I got that wrong.
Yeah,
My
10 or
bad.
15 years
My
after
bad.
the war. Because my grandparents were like kids when World War II was happening.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they were little kids. And so yeah, that clears that up.
Yeah. Sorry. I didn't mean to interject.
Oh, no worries.
Yeah.
But yeah, then they moved around a bunch and had like a bunch of kids, and because my grandpa always worked for like air airlines and all that shit. And after he left the army, he like worked for different places, and because he could speak multiple languages, he was able to work anywhere. So they moved around a bunch and like ended up back in Germany because that's where my grandma wanted to stay.
Yeah.
Right,
Sure.
and so he got it. So my grandpa got a job in England because, like, with the EU, when England was still part of the EU.
Yep.
Which was stupid fucking move, England, by the way. Like, that's all I gotta say on that one. But now, like, my grandpa used to like just travel to England every day because it's not that far. Like, if you hop on a plane to go from Germany to England, it takes a half an hour.
No, yeah.
Plus, there's the underground train
Mm-hmm.
that goes from like Amsterdam to England.
Mm-hmm.
Right, it's like under the water.
I gotcha.
Yeah, it's a crazy fucking concept. I don't know why nobody talks about that more.
No,
That's a thing. That's an incredible feat.
it is awesome.
Like,
Right? It's excellent.
And it's been there for ever.
Really?
Yes.
Really?
It's been there
I didn't fucking
since
know
I
that.
was a kid.
Shit, man.
Yeah, man. Like that's how some people would travel back and forth from mainland to fucking England. Because England's an island, right?
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
and that was the thing. It's like I was always told that it was like a ferry because we were like Scottish
had those
side or
also.
whatever. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And we were talking about going to like France or like Paris because Scotland or England to fucking France or Paris is like it's fucking just like it's right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's a couple hours on a fucking ferry ride or whatever the fuck. Isn't it?
Yeah, I don't
Am I
know.
the fuck?
Not even.
No?
Nah, bro. It's maybe an hour.
Holy fuck.
It's super. Like, have you seen the size of Europe?
That's true.
It's like the size of Ontario.
Yeah, that's very true. Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
maybe a little bit bigger if
Yeah.
you include Russia. It's a little bit bigger if you include yeah.
Man, it's fucking boiling pot, man. Like honestly, and that's like the biggest thing. That's one thing that okay, back to like where I would see myself. That was one thing that I did not do that I wish that I did was like go to Europe and just fucking like go around fucking Europe.
Yeah, I kind of grew up to traveling Europe because when you're living in Europe, it's easy.
Yeah.
Like we would go to Poland to fucking go shopping.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Like Poland was fucking an hour drive away from Berlin.
Really?
Yes. Hour, maybe two.
Crazy. Could you imagine that if
Yeah.
like if fucking it was like an hour drive over to Montreal from
Yeah.
Ontario?
Right.
You'd just be like, yeah, I'm just gonna go to fucking
But
Montreal.
everything's so much more spread out here. We have a way bigger landmass.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
100%.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Way
it's
bigger.
fucking.
And it's weird how Europe still manages to have a lot of wildlife and like a lot of forestry and shit still.
Very
Like
true.
considering how small they are, the fact that they managed to, because like even in Berlin, Germany, there's a huge forest in the middle of the city.
Really?
Yeah, like they just fucking keep and preserve.
The fuck, man! I need to go to Germany.
Germany's cool. It's like a lot of history, man, and like a lot of new shit was built. Like parts of Berlin look like Japan. It's
Really?
crazy, yeah. Look
Oh,
like
yeah.
Tokyo because like they had to they've been rebuilding a lot of the cities since World War II, right? And a lot of it got done within the last like 10, 15 years.
Oh shit! Okay.
So like I haven't seen how everything's finished,
yeah.
but yeah, now like what I'm told, it looks pretty cool, like and like futuristic and shit. It's weird.
Oh, that's pretty fucking.
Yeah, at least for the time.
Yeah.
Like it's probably doesn't look like that now, but
I remember in town hall in Toronto when it was a Resident Evil Apocalypse, the second movie, and it had Mila Jovovich running down and like. They're all like, it's the most futuristic fucking back in like 2003. They're like, it's so futuristic. It's like now it's just like, yeah, it just looks like a fucking building now.
Yeah.
And shit, yeah.
yeah, it was Toronto Town Hall, no?
Is it town hall?
Yeah, I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure it's Toronto Town Hall.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that building is a pretty cool building.
It's a cool building.
Like
yeah.
the one, what are really cool buildings to this day I think is pretty cool. I'm surprised they're still standing and they're still operable. Are those fucking Marilyn Monroe
Oh, dude,
buildings?
in Saga?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's Square
yeah.
One. Yeah.
Yeah, those are cool.
Those
are
look cool, but I was like, that just doesn't seem structurally smart. It just seems silly. Why?
It looks like it has those like weak fucking.
they're doing this other
in-between
one
and
that's
shit.
like fucking. It's like a hexagon almost.
Like in.
Yeah, like have you seen it? It's new. It's
No.
coming. Oh, it's going up now. It's also a weird shape.
Isn't in Mississauga?
Yeah, it's by Square One, same area.
Okay, I'm gonna
Yeah,
go check that out. Though.
Yeah. Like I was just driving through there the other day, and I saw a building they were building that was just really weirdly structured. I can't explain it. You have to
That's
see.
kind of neat though. Oh.
Yeah, I'm gonna look it up and post it up on here probably.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
I want to see that shit. Yeah.
Yeah. There's fucking. I have to start being able to fucking look shit up while I'm working, while we're doing this. But I just need another set of hands and like to do that.
You need a PA, bro.
Yeah, I need a guy that just can look shit up while I'm talking, like every other podcaster.
You should do it too. You should have like the Star Trek like intercom and like click it.
But I can't pay anybody, yo. Can you put that out for me?
Yeah, for sure.
I can't pay anybody at this point, so I got you're stuck with this. Sorry. Like, not really. I like it. I'm enjoying what I'm doing.
That's fucking sweet, dude.
In the end, you gotta enjoy what you're doing, man.
Fucking right.
Special delivery.
We ask ourselves to bring back what we want, but we can't always make that come true. And we try our hardest, but it's not always that simple. And friendships that tear from a thread are the ones that come together the most. Can I ask you now why you left? Or can I ask you now why you came back? These are things that we need to hold on to, but we often let go. It'll always be that same cold January. The January that I can never forget. Something that symbolized change and something that symbolized movement. It reminded me I needed to let go, and I always couldn't stay the same. It reminded me of change. It reminded me of something I couldn't change.
Special delivery. Special delivery. You know what? This is actually enough time if you want to cut. If you want to cut it, or you want to keep going.
No, you can cut. You can cut
You
for
can
a
cut?
second. You want to talk about some other stuff?
Well, we got 42 minutes.
Okay.
So, yeah, fuck it.
Do you want me to like plug all my
Yeah,
dumb
we
shit?
didn't even
Yeah,
get to
okay.
that.
All
Yeah,
right,
plug.
okay.
Plugs first, then, yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
All right. Okay. It's okay. I sing in a band called Constrain. We're just in the process of finishing off our split EP with a band called Loose Teeth in Toronto. Check them out. They're fucking sweet. Other than that, we just finished a tour with Trauma Model and a bunch of other dope Ontario hardcore bands. Go check them all out. Shout out Trauma Model. It's my homies. What else? What else should I say? I do music videos. If you want to see some music videos, just look up Suburban Nightmares on Instagram. You can find some music videos there. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Sweet. Yeah, man. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, fucking.
Like-
Thanks for fucking having me, man.
And I believe in you, and I believe in what you're doing.
I fucking believe in what you are fucking doing.
Thanks,
because
man.
It is fucking sweet.
Like, I'm trying.
Yeah.
It's fun, and I just love it, man.
You're not even trying, you're doing. You're
Yeah.
doing a fucking excellent job.
Yeah,
love
man.
that.
All right, thanks, brother. Peace.
Peace.
Let's jam. Special delivery.